the Sabbath was made for man and not man for Sabbath. My dear sisters and brothers, both the Old Testament and the New Testament present us with this dilemma. The law or love? Is it the love of law or the law of love? And as you go through and reflect and delve deeper into the New Testament, you find that there is this debate, this discussion, this disagreement all along between Jesus and the Pharisees. The Pharisees who uphold the law, and Jesus who goes always towards love. And so the tension shows up again in the gospel of the day. It is easy to fulfill the basic requirements of the law when neglecting totally the spirit of the law. And that is where we need to go back to that statement of Jesus. Sabbath was made for man and not man for Sabbath. What is the reason the Ten Commandments present us with the law of Sabbath? It's because God would want us, human beings, to draw closer to Him, to be close to those that are near and dear to us, and also to tend to our own personal needs. What do I mean? It works like this, in my understanding. The Sabbath was put in place precisely because God wanted us to draw closer to Him by prayer and maybe by fasting, by reading of scriptures, by worshiping and praising Him. And He also wanted us to rest and not go to work so that we could stay close to those who matter the most to us, our family and friends, our dear ones and near ones. And finally, it's also to give rest to our body, to our mind, and to our spirit. And that is why it says, do not work on the Sabbath. Do not be concerned with what really doesn't matter. Go straight to what matters. If anything, the pandemic has taught us to go to what really matters to us. And it has invited us time and again, at least to me, to draw up the list of those things that matter the most to us, to me. And it says, what is important to you? What is it that which you cannot do without? What is a non-negotiable in your life at the moment? What is your list of priorities? And I believe that God, our families, and our own physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual well-being would come first on the list. And I think this tension between the law of love and love of law, it is a tension that we find also in our society today, in our nation. You know, we are besieged with so many problems at the moment. There is the pandemic. Should I mention it? There is the joblessness and the financial strain that comes with it. There is also this anything but smooth transitioning of power from one administration to the next. And then there is that anger and, should I say, hatred on the streets, on all sides. Now, this is where we need to pause as individuals, as a people, and as a nation and ask ourselves, what are we fighting for? Is it the law of love, or is it just the love of law? What is the observance of the law if you do not go to the heart of the law and be loving and become love in our person? And so, as we go through this Eucharist, let's pray that you and I may not only be observers of the law, but also people that uphold the spirit of the law, that we will go to the core, the heart, the center of what law upholds, namely love for everyone around. Let's always remember that the Sabbath was made for us and not we for the Sabbath. That in all that we do, we need to uphold the law of love more than the love of law. Not that we do away with laws, then we would become an anarchy, a chaotic society. But as we uphold the law, may we uphold what the law was made for. Love. Love of God, love of those around, and love of ourselves.